July the 6th, 2026. I am on my way to find out the real why I heard in Jerusalem 2016. I was to the Foss Museum, and it was not that I have thinking to visit that museum, but I knew I should travel to Israel without any money. It's always have been that way. I have been to Israel 4 times, and it have been that I don't have any money. But I hear from God, and I go for it and plan my traveling, but I don't know how to get the money. But God have always given me those money to could fly to Israel. And in 2016, I had heard from God that I should travel to Israel. And I didn't know what should I do there. I had not got anything more than that I should visit Israel, and I didn't have the money, but one mental sick man, he said that he should give me those money to fly to Israel. I'd be very surprised. I didn't know where should the money coming from, but he said, I can give you that kind of money, and you report for me about what you are doing in Israel. And I had this recording equipment, the surf plate that I'm recording on just now. And I said to him that I buy a surf plate, and then I can sending many videos to you from Israel, what I'm doing there, because it's very much internet in Israel, so it's working, not need to sit inside a house. There is on the beach, for example, to send to Sweden or receive from Sweden. Spotify, for example, was it in that time, 2016. And I didn't know what to do in Israel. And I asked on Facebook out for those that was my friends. And there come an answer, and it says that I should go to the Foss Museum. And I don't know who was the one that were sending me that message. But of course, I think it was a spirit thing that say that. And I bought a ticket at home here in Sweden to come into that museum. That's what they did in Israel, that I have to buy a ticket and a schedule what day I should come there on time. I fly to Tel Aviv and were there at the hotel, and I decided me to go with the taxis to Jerusalem to be in time where the ticket should be for. And I traveled where they were digging up the ground, and I was thinking, they are digging so very deep, so they are coming at Jesus' time. They digging up things from Jesus' time, and it was for new houses for all these people that think that they needed to travel to live in Israel to be like perfect for God. And when I come back from Israel, I asked God if I needed to live there in Israel, and he said that to me the first time I was in Israel. And God, he said that you don't need to live in Israel. I will find you wherever you are. He said that to me. And that is true today. You don't need to live in Israel that God should see you. He sees you wherever you are. And what you are doing also, what you are saying. He knows everything. And so I was to the Foss Museum. Foss means the Friends of Zion, and was about the help that Israel have got when they built. They were together with Palestine, and those people in Palestine, they were also together with people from England and Jewish people, and they were friends and built up this new Israel that we have today, and 1948, and and then in the end of the museum, it was the 3D film, 3D, and my picture come into that tree. And this I have told you many times, but now is it this that I come more closer to what was going on there in that museum, that it was a spirit thing, and it can be like aliens there that they wanted me to know, and I knew. It was no one that told me to do my DNA, but when the voice was saying to me that we are all connected in one way or another, and I was thinking in that time on people that live here on earth, but today am I more thinking about that the aliens was saying that to me, that we are connected with aliens all of us in one way or another. And then was it that I come back from Israel in 2016, and I knew I should do my DNA test, and I was not interested of my DNA, but as it was told me that I should do my DNA in Israel. So I did that, and I'm wondering why. Why do they want me to do my DNA? And it's going more clearly yesterday, and because I got you that have Facebook, you get memories from other years that you have written something, and I got a picture of a family in Ohio, United States, in Wayne County in Ohio, and I have done some research on that family. I have to go up from where I sit to check it out, the name of that family. And I have many followers from Ohio, so you maybe are connected with me. And it was, I had done until he had a very strange name, Maynard Omer Meier, his name. And it didn't say so much. I knew I have much Meier in my family tree. But yesterday I was thinking, I have not done the full branch of him. I saw that we were connected, but I was not connected with his brothers, his other siblings. So I'm wondering, why is it only he? And then I checked it out yesterday. So he was married to Lucy Blanche Dilgard. And then when I check out, he had 2 wives. And when I check out these 2 wives, and then I find that his wife, Lucy Blanche Dilgard, her mother was Mary Louise Franks. And then I opened my eyes open, and because I know this with the Franks, I have recording about this tribes. That's why it's the name of the country France, because they come to France. And I didn't check out her so much, but they were in Germany, Franks, and then they come over to what we call France, and they were royals there, and And I check it out because I know since before that I had this with the Franks and this with Anne Franks in Holland, Netherlands. And I check it out because that Franks, that name, surname, it's going, I have done very much of my family tree down where Jesus was, because I was interested. And I was thinking when I did this DNA test that it must have something with Jesus to do. I didn't believe in Jesus as God, but I was thinking that something had it with Jesus to do. And then I could come down many years before Jesus was born with these Franks. It was almost from the beginning of the time we counting, and but they have another name before Franks. It was King Claudius II of the Siscambri. He was born 200 years before Jesus was born. And that was a place in Germany, Cambrai, Galilee, Germany, where he was born. And he died in Sicambria in France. And it's a little, sometimes it's when going down in the family tree, sometimes you have to go with the women because there were not kings, it was queens in some years there. So it's ended with a man, but then I can jump over to the other side, the women's side, and find the rest of it, of the branch. And so until it's going down to be like a myth, the names, that they are not really sure who they were. But I could come down to 200 years before Jesus' birth. And then it started, the surname, Franks, it started there 200 years before Jesus was born, and are still today. So it's a long line, a long silver cord. And so I am thinking that it was not about Jesus with the DNA. It has to do with this long cord, long line of in my family tree that is Franks. They were calling themselves the tribe, Franks tribe, and they were coming up from Israel and up to Germany, and there was the rulers of Europe for a time when they come up to Germany, and so I find it yesterday, and it's feel like it was what I should know now today. It was not meaning that I should know it when I did this family tree with this Maynard, Omer, Meier. I think Omer is a short name. I have seen it before, and but it was not meaning that I should look at it. I look at him, and that was wrong in that way. So yesterday I checked out who he was married to, and then I follow her where she was coming from, and she was a Franks, and so I think it's the whole line from the start of human race that I should know with my DNA. It was not that it's going through the house of David. It was more than that. And I know I have many ancestors in Ohio that come to Ohio, and they come to those states in the north that was so cold, so no one wanted to live there in the past. And then there was the Indians that they have it was war between white people and the Indians. And so I know because in the 80s I was working about to make the dates on things that was in a museum. And the museum was about those people that left Sweden for America or Canada. And I come to know about this history, about that if you can deal with the Indians, deal with the cold weather, you can get a mark, a property for free in the North United States. That's why they come, because it was not that they needed to buy any property. They get it. That's why they come to Dakota, North Alaska, and they come in those. And people from Sweden, when they had already been into this hard life that it was in Sweden for about 200 years ago, and they have to move or be for to survive, and they had maybe the money for to sail with a boat, but it could be more than that person. They were sending in other countries, even today, they are sending their son to go to another country and settle there and get the money, started working and know the languages they were sending. And the strange thing is that I have been working with those in the 80s, those people that come from other countries, from most in the 80s was from the old Yugoslavia, and they were sending their sons. They have no money to send more than send a child to Sweden. And I was working with those childs that come to Sweden. So I have been working very much with, not very much, but some that have with this today to do. I have more than knowledge than my psychology degrees. I have more degrees, and I have working with this kind that is interesting today to know. So it is going, it's not really confirmed yet, but I have got some inside my mind that they have done that now. And if you have followed me, you see that I don't have that kind. That was gone when I was killed when I was 3 years old. And that killed these things that I could see those things from going to A, B, C, D. I can't do that. I'm jumping. And you know that. I have said that to you before, that that is damage in my brain. So I can't say, I can't go from A to B to C. I jump from places, from times in this podcast. It's what I got in my brain for that recording, that they want me to recording. So I follow what these out of space are telling me, and make me doing these kind of things. But you that have followed me, you see that there is like a chain going on. First it was about Christianity, then it was about other religions, and then suddenly I go out from religions, and then I come over to aliens. It had going step by step, and you know, from the start, from the first, I was only told by some that I don't see, I only hear. And they were telling me that I should do a podcast. And I didn't know what kind of podcast should I do. And I didn't. And then it come when it was COVID-19. And they have told me my new home should be a gathering place. But the podcast, the COVID-19 came, and I was thinking, I can't have any people inside my home when this disease is coming. I can't have any person in here in my new home. So I was thinking, why did they say that it should be a gathering place? And then it's come that they say, first they say it should be a gathering place, my new home. And then they say that I should do my podcast. And I didn't know, not my podcast, but I should do a podcast for them. And I didn't know what to talk about. And I couldn't have any person coming into my home to do interview. And I wondering what it was. And then suddenly they started to show up when I did the recording. And it was spirits. And it is still spirits that talking. And so it's coming from step by step, this podcast that was not my podcast. It was for them to talk to you and talk to me also. So that's how it started, and I start to find out things that I couldn't know earlier. They are going step by step, and if you are following me, you will see where it's going. I don't know where it's going. I only took what they tell me today, and they have taken me more and more. And I got money to fly to Israel when I have been driven over by a car and was disabled, and I fly anyway to Israel without any help of anyone. And I couldn't bring with me any of my equipment to walk. And I walk anyway in Jerusalem. And I say every time I walk outside, I say that to God, that to hold me up so I don't fall down on the streets in Jerusalem. And I could walk, even if it was very, very hard to walk. But I could do the impossible thing, because that's what God wanted me to do in year 2023, when I was in Jerusalem. I could even fly over Ukraine when it was war in Ukraine. It was already war. In that time I fly to Israel, and I fly over Ukraine. And I still am here today to talk to you. So thank you for following me. It was a little slowly of people that for 2 days ago, because it was celebration. So it was not many listeners I had, but I knew that. And I say that happy 4th July I say that to you a little late, but I say that you that live in United States, it's only for United States. I say that, but I have the most follower is from United States. But of course, I love you all that follow me and listen. Thank you, and God bless you.